the necklace's shadowed origin, unveiling the dark, hidden history of the necklace and the unseen forces it carries. A necklace that recently touched your skin carries the weight of shadows long forgotten. Its chain, cold and heavy, whispers secrets no ear should hear, a history tangled with betrayal and veiled vengeance. God says, "This is not merely an ornament, but a vessel of destinies entwined, a link between your world and the unseen storm gathering around you. The metal cools your flesh like the breath of a grave, yet beneath that chill pulses a strange warmth, as if the necklace itself is alive, hungry for what you carry within." The clasp clicks shut with a sound sharper than a whisper, sealing your fate with invisible chains that bind past and present. Somewhere deep beneath the surface of time, this very necklace was forged in a crucible of pain, forged by hands stained with betrayal and intent. It bears an insignia lost to most eyes, a symbol that flickers in the shadow of your vision, half glimpsed and unsettling. Archangel Michael says, "Beware, for the emblem is a mark of ancient justice twisted into revenge, a covenant broken and remade in darkness. Each link of the chain holds a promise broken, a soul tethered to an unfolding reckoning far beyond what you can see." Your breath catches as the moon trembles behind torn clouds, casting silver shards on the necklace's surface, igniting a fire within its cold steel. You feel the pull of unseen eyes, watching from places where light cannot reach, where whispers crawl through the night like serpents. The necklace hums softly against your skin, a lullaby for the storm it invites. God says, "This necklace carries a debt that must be paid, and your touch has awakened the balance long dormant. The spirits once bound to its metal now stir, restless and clamoring, demanding justice for the betrayals etched into every link. You are the keeper of this legacy, the reluctant bearer of a fate written in the stars and carved into the fabric of time. As you move, the necklace shifts, alive with a restless energy that stirs the air, twisting the silence into a symphony of foreboding. The scent of burnt earth and distant thunder drifts through your senses, and you realize this is no ordinary possession. It is a battlefield cloaked in silver and shadow. Its weight is a reminder that the past is never truly dead. It waits, hungry to be reckoned with. The shadows around you lengthen, weaving a tapestry of unseen forces pulling at your soul. Memories not your own seep into your mind, faces twisted in pain, whispers of betrayal and promises shattered under a blood-red moon. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, for this is a test of spirit and will, a crucible where your faith will be tempered by fire and loss. The necklace pulses with an eerie light, a heartbeat syncing with your own, binding you tighter to the fate it demands. Your reflection in a broken mirror fractures, revealing eyes not your own staring back, eyes that hold the weight of centuries. You feel the collision of worlds, past sins crashing into present realities with the force of a divine tempest. God says, "Know this, the necklace is a gatekeeper of destinies, and your life now dances on the edge of its blade. The forces tied to it seek balance, seeking to right the scales tipped by treachery long ago. Your journey begins here, with this necklace pressed close against your skin, a constant reminder of the battle between justice and vengeance that rages unseen. The night thickens, and the necklace glows faintly beneath the moon's trembling gaze. The air grows heavy with the scent of ozone and forgotten tears, as if the heavens themselves hold their breath. You are caught in the eye of a storm, not yet fully unleashed, the necklace a key and a curse in one. The weight of the unseen settles deeper into your bones, a silent pact sealed in shadows and flame. The necklace tightens its hold, not just on your neck, but on your very soul. The world outside fades, and you stand at the crossroads of fate and free will. With Archangel Michael's fiery sword illuminating the path forward. The skin's silent betrayal, the intimate connection between your flesh and the necklace sparks spiritual conflict and latent betrayal. The moment the necklace grazed your skin, a breach was made, an invisible wound that pulses with a quiet betrayal. Your flesh, once a sanctuary, now whispers secrets to the cold metal resting against it. God says, "The union of your body and the necklace has awakened forces within you, ancient and merciless, weaving conflict into the fabric of your soul. Beneath the surface, shadows writhe and stir, invisible threads tugging at the corners of your being. The necklace is not content with silent possession. It demands a dialogue, a sacrifice, a truth unveiled. Your heartbeat races as if echoing a distant drumbeat of war. The tension between light and darkness tightening around your spirit. The skin remembers what the heart tries to forget. The betrayals buried in silence and the lies carved beneath smiles. Each breath you take fans the flame of spiritual unrest, a battle raging beneath calm surfaces. Archangel Michael says, "Guard your heart." For the betrayal this necklace carries is not only from others, but from within. The air grows thick and charged, as if the space between worlds has thinned. The necklace's cold edges bite deeper, seeping into your veins like ink bleeding into water. the moon trembles behind torn clouds again, its pale light casting shifting shadows on your skin and the metal's dark gleam. You are caught in a liminal space where the sacred and profane collide. God says, your body has become a battlefield, a sacred ground where the hidden war between loyalty and treachery unfolds. The necklace channels the pain of those wronged, their silent cries carried in the metal's cold embrace. Your skin is a map of scars unseen, a canvas for wounds that speak of broken trust and silent pain. The tension coils tighter with every passing moment, a serpent poised to strike. Your reflection flickers in a pool of still water, eyes wide with the weight of secret knowledge. The necklace pulses rhythmically, like a heartbeat out of sync with your own, dragging you deeper into a web spun with threads of deception and hope intertwined. Within you, a voice rises, faint and trembling, part warning, part plea. The necklace listens, responding with a shimmer that feels like a promise and a curse tangled into one. Archangel Michael says, the path you walk is narrow, bordered by shadows that hunger for your surrender or your triumph. Strength lies in the choice to confront what lurks beneath. The betrayal is not distant. It is woven into your essence, a silent thief in the night, stealing trust and sowing doubt. The necklace tightens its grip, and with it, the betrayal seeps deeper into your flesh, a cold fire spreading beneath the surface. You are both the prisoner and the key, caught in a struggle for dominion over your own spirit. The sky darkens further. Stars swallowed by an abyss that seems to pulse with the necklace's rhythm. Your breath mingles with the cold night air, sharp and trembling. The skin against metal is no longer just contact. It is a communion, a shared destiny forged in pain and silent screams. God says, the skin's betrayal is a sacred crucible where your true nature will be tested and revealed. The necklace is the mirror reflecting what you have hidden even from yourself. A fracture in trust, a wound demanding healing or destruction. This moment is the edge of transformation, the point where betrayal births either ruin or redemption. As the necklace hums softly against your skin, the world around you warps, a shifting tapestry of light and shadow. The scent of rain on dry earth fills your senses, mingling with the metallic tang of the necklace's secret. You stand at the precipice of revelation, where the silent betrayal will no longer remain hidden in the dark. Archangel Michael's presence surrounds you like a blazing shield, a fiery sword slicing through the veil of deception. His voice echoes in the stillness, a balm and a challenge. Stand firm, embrace the truth, and break free from the chains that bind. The skin that once betrayed now becomes the battleground for your soul's ultimate victory. Archangel Michael's warning and justice. Divine intervention escalates as celestial forces clash over your fate and the necklace's curse. The air cracks open with a low hum, as if the heavens are grinding against themselves, pulled taut by divine fury and rising judgment. The necklace tightens slightly, not by movement of hand or chain, but by the authority of a force unseen, commanding attention. Archangel Michael says, justice is no longer patient. It arrives like a blade through fog, swift, bright, and unrelenting. You feel it in your marrow before you see it. The rift above you bleeding silver light into the trembling night. This is not the soft light of comfort, but the raw blaze of celestial truth, the kind that exposes, burns, and sets all accounts to balance. The sky churns as if it remembers every injustice entombed in silence, every betrayal carved into the links of the necklace pressed against your skin. The ground quakes beneath you, not violently, but rhythmically, pulsing like a heartbeat sensing with something far older than time. Your breath is stolen as the atmosphere around you thickens into a divine tribunal, silent yet thunderous. The necklace, once cold, now flares with living fire, casting shadows of wings across walls that once held only stillness. God says, the time for hidden things to remain hidden is over. This necklace has summoned the reckoning, not only for those who forged it in wickedness, but for those who wear it unknowing. You are no longer simply the bearer. You are the witness, the intercessor, and the measure through which divine scales will be tipped. Suddenly the silence breaks, not with a sound, but a presence, massive and pure. Wings wider than the horizon spread through your vision. Light flowing from feathers like molten clarity. Archangel Michael descends, not gently, but with the weight of millennia behind every step, his blade trailing fire, his eyes seeing straight through the illusions the necklace tried to wrap around you. He speaks not in words, but in verdicts that echo through your chest and shake the necklace's very metal. He does not accuse you, but names the betrayal resting within the charm. Ancestral deceit, blood bargains, and hidden curses meant to leech power from the innocent. With every beat of his wings, the shadows recoil, but still cling tightly to you, not out of malice, but desperation. Archangel Michael says, the necklace seeks redemption, but those who wielded it once stained it with injustice so dark it now binds every soul it touches. Your fate was tied the moment your skin welcomed it, the moment your body became its altar. Justice is not cruel. It is correction, and now it moves to restore what has been perverted. Around you, the night unravels. Stars flicker like dying eyes, and the ground bleeds a slow light that pools around your feet. Figures half formed in sorrow rise from the shadows, drawn by the fire in the archangel's blade and the resonance of the necklace's ancient song. They do not speak, but their presence accuses and mourns, spirits marked by the same betrayal, bound to its legacy. You tremble not from fear, but from the unbearable weight of knowing. Every injustice forgotten, every wound silenced, now rises in chorus against the chain around your neck. The necklace screams, not with sound, but with an agony that vibrates through every bone you carry. It does not want to let go. It does not want to be judged. God says, "The fire you feel is not destruction, it is refinement. You will not be consumed if you do not resist the flame. But you must stand as stone stands in the sea, unmoved, bearing the weight of both wave and storm until the light breaks through." The archangel raises his sword, and the light sharpens into a piercing ray that strikes the necklace, cracking it open not in form, but in spirit. Screams, human, not human, and something else entirely, spiral into the heavens as the curse begins to shatter. But not all of it breaks. One piece, glowing dark as dried blood, remains lodged against your chest, pulsing. Archangel Michael says one link remains. One truth has not yet surfaced. Until it does, you cannot be free of the burden. The necklace must complete its journey through your soul, must reveal what still lies hidden in your lineage, your blood, your story. The spirits begin to fade, drawn upward into the light, freed by your suffering, your acceptance, your refusal to flee. But one spirit lingers, familiar, aching, and silent. It does not speak your name, but you feel it etched into the air around it. The betrayal was personal. The bond, once sacred, had been torn from within your own bloodline. God says, this final betrayal must be met not with wrath, but with divine clarity. You must see what was hidden. You must know who turned from you in secret while smiling in your light. Only then will the necklace yield its grip. The archangel withdraws, but not completely. His fire lingers near, a guardian and a warning. The sky closes behind him. Stars returning like quiet witnesses, their light less fragile now, more knowing. You are left alone. The necklace silent once more, but changed, fractured, and waiting for its last truth to rise. The night no longer shields you. Its cloak has been torn by justice and burned by the fire of divine visitation. The necklace lies fractured against your chest, its sharp glow pulsing like an old wound reopened, one that had festered beneath generations of silence. The wind stills, but it does not comfort. It carries the scent of old wood smoke, tears, and salt, as though the earth itself mourns what is about to be shown. A hush presses down on the world, not from peace, but from anticipation. Something long buried stirs beneath your blood, clawing toward the surface. Your fingers brush the necklace again, and your skin flashes with searing cold. A memory not your own pierces through. Hands trembling as they clasp the same chain around another's neck. An oath whispered in the dark becomes a curse the moment it leaves their lips. You see their face, a reflection of your own, not a stranger, a blood mirror. God says, this betrayal was not born from enemies, but from kin. The hands that once bathed you in innocence carried within them a secret so heavy it bound your lineage to a cycle of spiritual debt. The necklace is the seal of that covenant, designed to hide the truth, yet doomed to one day reveal it through you. You fall to your knees as the earth cracks slightly beneath you, not from violence, but from release. A vision takes you, swift and brutal, a woman in linen standing at twilight, holding the necklace in one hand and her child in the other. Her eyes are wild with fear, but she chooses the necklace. She lets go of the child. The air hisses, as if in outrage. That child's scream is trapped inside the necklace, echoing for lifetimes, never aging, never ceasing. It is the scream that shaped your family's silence, and you unknowingly became its latest echo. The ground beneath you opens again, not physically, but spiritually, and from it, the memory rises like steam from sacred soil. You see her now, your great-grandmother, or perhaps further back. Her betrayal was not one of cruelty, but desperation. She made a trade: protection for power, safety for one, ruin for many. The necklace was her offering. Archangel Michael says, the final link is not broken with judgment, but with acceptance. The inheritance of pain must be held before it can be healed. You were not chosen to suffer, but to complete what was begun in anguish. The necklace pulses again, and now its light turns crimson, casting shadows that writhe with every breath. The betrayal is alive within it, still hungry. It feeds on silence, secrecy, and shame. But you, now, are no longer silent. The spirit that lingered in the last vision begins to form in front of you. Neither ghost nor illusion, but something older. It is the child left behind, still bound to the necklace, still calling out through generations. Its gaze holds you. It knows your name, because it once bore it. God says, your blood is not cursed, it is wounded. This necklace, this chain of betrayal, was never meant to endure forever. You are the wound's end and its healing, the last bearer of a burden not your own. The Spirit raises its hand and places it over the cracked jewel at the center of the necklace. You feel your heart tighten, a rush of ice and heat crashing together in your chest. The metal melts slightly, not with fire, but with truth. The crack widens, glowing like morning on the horizon of night. You see now what had been hidden. The betrayal was repeated again and again, passed down, disguised as protection, each mother to daughter, each hand trembling as they clasped the chain on a child too young to understand. No one questioned it, no one dared. But the necklace knew, and now it screams, not in rage, but in release. It begins to disintegrate against your skin, ash falling like stardust, weightless and sacred. The chains fade one by one, the charm dissolving into smoke that smells of lavender and blood, of salt and salvation. Archangel Michael says, the final act of justice is not vengeance, but release. What your ancestors could not finish, you have brought to light. You are not bound. You are blessed. You feel the weight lift, not just from your neck, but from your very soul. The necklace is gone, but its lesson remains. In its place, a scar forms, a faint silver thread just above your heart. Not a wound, but a mark of witness. The night breathes again. Stars return in full clarity, blinking like eyes that now see clearly. You are no longer hunted by the necklace's curse. You are the one who survived it, who unwrapped its lies and held its pain long enough to heal it. God says, you were never the cause. You were the chosen resolution. What was hidden has been revealed. What was broken can now begin again, healed.